I'm Chris Valillo, and I'm here today to give you some examples of fingerstyle and bottleneck slide guitar techniques. These are examples I presented as part of a workshop on bottleneck slide guitar at Elderly Instruments in July of 2011. Now, if you weren't at the workshop and you'd like to get copies of the tablature for these parts and notes from the workshop itself, you can contact me through my website, www.chrisvalillo.com, and I'd be happy to email all that to you as a PDF. I'll also post that address at the end of this video so you can be sure to get the spelling correct. Now today I'll be playing in open E tuning. I have just tuned up to standard pitch, so you should be able to tune your instrument and play along with me if you'd care to. For those of you that aren't familiar with open E tuning, it is one step higher than open D, which is the more common tuning, but in my particular case I find that I can sing in this key much more comfortably. So to tune to open E, your lowest E string stays the same, your A string gets tuned up a whole step to B, your D string gets tuned up a whole step to E, your G string gets tuned up a half step to G sharp, and then your B string and your E string remain the same. So essentially I'm playing an E major chord just by strumming the guitar. Alright, so follow along and good luck. Let's begin with example 1. This is a basic double thumb pattern, and this is the foundation for almost everything I do when I play bottleneck slide guitar. Now what I'll do is I'll play the bass notes of the chord on the quarter notes of the measure. So I'll have 4 notes per measure. I'll do this by using my thumb and playing the 6th string and the 4th string, alternating between the two. This will set my rhythm and serve as my foundation. So let me give you about 4 measures of playing and see if you can play along. Start slowly. I strongly recommend working with a metronome while you're trying to learn these patterns. It's more important that you get locked into the rhythm of the pattern than to be able to play it fast. So let's start off fairly slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to get to the point where that is completely automatic and can go on no matter what else your hands are doing. Example 2 is a simple pattern pick, and this is the type of playing I would do underneath the vocal line of a song where I'm looking for a fuller sound. Once again, I'll start with that double thumb pattern. So I'm playing on the quarter note beats. But in between the beats on the 8th notes, I'm going to pluck the 2nd and 1st strings respectively to fill out the sound like this. Now this is a lot more complicated to play if you're not comfortable playing finger picking. So again, start as slow as you need to be able to play it correctly, and only when you can do it correctly should you speed up. Metronome is great for this. So once again, how about 4 measures of that fairly slowly? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now example 3 is another kind of pattern pick. This is a pinch pattern. You see a lot of banjo players do this where they'll actually pull their fingers together in a pinching motion to pluck both a bass string and treble strings at the same time, at least in the case of the guitar. So again, I start with that bass double thumb pattern. And once again, I'm playing the 1, 2, 3, 4 notes. On the second and fourth notes, I'm going to add the top 2 strings in a pinching motion like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this makes a very strong rhythmic pattern, and it's a very powerful thing to do in certain kinds of songs. Let me give you 4 measures of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now generally, if I'm going to be singing, I will not just use a simple pattern pick, but I'll use a combination of patterns. And I'll try to break them up and make them reflect the rhythm of the song, or perhaps the rhythm of the lyrics. So example 4 is a simple combination pattern where I'll start off with a measure of pinching, and I'll follow that with a measure of the simple pattern pick, and alternate between those two. Pinch, alternate. Now this may take a while for you to get comfortable with. Again, start very, very slowly and let the speed develop after you get the pattern firmly established. So let's do this very slowly. I'll give you 4 measures of this at a very slow pace. 1, 2, 3, 4.